pin. She missed the 5
pins. And usual to see it left, and even stranger to see it missed there by Leanne Barrette, the great champion. Still, she has a big lead in this match, 41 pins. Over Sara Vargas, more in the West. Chance, USBC Women's Challenge. Opportunity to put women's bowling back on the map. Well, right now on the map is Leanne Barrette, rolling over Sara Vargas. 41 pin advantage here at the Fashion Show Mall in Vegas.
So you're either going to have to move left with something stronger or move right. Do you want to do that, or you want to try to stay where you're at?
No, I want to move right and throw harder, or left with some more aggression.
Her coach, by the way, is her boyfriend Rick Benoit.
Yeah, he's one of the best guys on the tour. Just a fountain of knowledge, and he's done a lot with her game so far. She was a great player with Columbia before, and her ability now is improved nearly 100%. Along with moving left, it looks like she's going to make a ball change as well. Go something a little stronger and try and move in a little bit with Leanne and see if she can get enough angle to create some of the room that Leanne's doing right now.
We'll see if her coach's advice pays off. Remains to be seen. And a big hole here, works on the 5th frame. And has an 8-pin count.
That's really a pretty good guess. It's a pretty big move from where she was the frame before, including the ball change. The ball certainly got down the lane easier. Needed a little bit more help down the lane to get back. She slid probably 5 or 6 further left. This ball crossed 15, right about where Leanne is. Just a little bit short on the move back. She can probably move back just a board and a half more and be back on top of things.
Does take care of the mark. And Tommy mentioned earlier she's had quite a bit of personal strife with her family. Her father had been kidnapped by one of the 3 different military groups in that country where the unrest is so great, but her father is okay now.
Yeah, we should say that the whole family's okay, and they're in Orlando now, where they live. He made it out all right. Let's see if she can make it out all right of this match. I mean, dug herself a hole, but Leanne has to still be shocked that she missed the 5-pin. Let's see how she reacts after that.
Always interesting to see how great champions respond. 5th frame for Barrette. 4-7.
Well, again, that shot really looked pretty good right there. I think the lanes are breaking down again. The oil's leaving the front of the lane. This ball crosses about the 17th board there, and it looks pretty good right to this spot. But it checks almost 2 feet sooner than before. So instead of going through the pocket, it goes high. She's pretty fortunate to leave the 4-7.
It's interesting, when Leanne was growing up, she said she really didn't have any women pros to look up to because she didn't see them on television. She looked up to Mark Roth and Earl Anthony and the great PBA stars of her youth. And that's the similar situation that we have in bowling today, where women aren't on television as regularly as they had been for 20 years, and women's bowling on television was successful. The ratings were fine. It was a lack of corporate sponsorship really that did in the tour, but maybe settings like this and matches like this and these kind of matchups will get people interested in women's bowling again.
Well, speaking of interesting, Sara certainly has a fascinating story. We told you about her family. Came to Wichita State, bowling scholarship, had never been in that kind of cold climate. You know it, Chris, you're from Kansas originally, but she said she'd wake up in the morning before class, have to clean the snow off her car, and was just shocked at how cold it was. And her boyfriend and coach Rick Benoit knows the adjustments may not be enough here.
Yeah, she's made a pretty good move on that first ball. I think she got a little spooked by the fact that it didn't get back. She tried to help that one. And anytime you start really trying, things tend to go the wrong way.
She's fishing now. It's just, isn't it amazing, this sport, the invisible oil that she can strike every ball one game, and 2 games later on that same lane she's just fishing around and can't hit the pocket and can't strike. It's incredible, the technology and the knowledge that players have to make the right moves at the right time.
44-pin lead here for Leanne, and Tommy mentioned earlier about the image of women's bowling and the long run it had on national television. Leanne told us in our meetings with her yesterday, trying to portray the game in a feminine, athletic way. That's her goal.
Look at that outfit. I mean, that's not a normal shirt that you'd see in a bowling alley. And she is back on track. And you know, all the women went through styling sessions with Josie Bear in this mall, and certainly they're cognizant of their appearance.
Part of the beauty package. Jose Hebert's very famous salon. He's appeared on such programs as HBO's Entourage, Entertainment Tonight, Good Morning America, Today Show. World famous.
This is really a must-strike situation for Sara. To have any chance to get back into this game, she needs to figure it out right now.
Can she do it? The answer is no for now. It comes in high, going right at the pocket.
And running out of frames to make a run.
It's a really important shot, but this one's inside a target. She moved right after the first frame that went a little bit light, but it looks like she's moved too far now. Even though that shot was maybe a board right of the one that went light, at 40 feet down the lane, it's already hooking and goes through the nose.
So unique that there was no qualifying for this event, that they were it was an invitational event, and all these women are here, and they just get down and were given their assignments for who they were going to face. One game match, anything can happen, and it's really just a shootout. But you see that great players like Leanne Barrette can kind of adapt to any situation.